every single one of you, whether you're safety or spirit or whatever, is going to be involved in the brainstorming process at kickoff.
My name is Gavin Wood, and I am the upper school robotics coach for the robotics team, and I'm the teacher for the middle school robotics elective, where we build smaller robots to compete in the classroom. The upper school robotics team is not just about the robot. I like to think of it more as, instead of us just building the robot builds us. One of the main focuses of our team is gracious professionalism. That is the whole overarching goal of First Robotics, is this idea of gracious professionalism, and how when we interact with each other on the team and we interact with other teams, there have been situations where, for example, we've been about ready to compete against another team and something on their robot has broken, and we will help them fix it, even if that means that they beat us in the next match, because that's the right thing to do. We also have room for people that just want to make pom-pom bunnies and buttons and hats and spirit items, and we have stuff for graphic design, we have website design people, but all of it together comes together to make a team. It's kind of like running a small business, because we have a budget to manage and things to purchase and competitions to go to. At our Kansas City competition, we actually qualified to go to the World Championships. There were about 400 teams. There are about 2,600 teams total, and there are about 400 teams that qualify for championships in one way or another. At one point last year, we were ranked 14th in the world out of 2,600 teams, so we were really proud of that. In January, there's a kickoff event. We actually have a pretty big event here at Barstow where we invite about 6 other teams to come and join us. We have breakfast, and then we watch the kickoff video where we actually learn what the game is. After that point, we then have 6 weeks, only 6 weeks, to design and build and program and test a competition robot. It's about 5 feet tall and 120 pounds usually. There's a lot of engineers that help us through the process and everything, but really, as students, do the building. We're here till 8 p.m. a lot of nights, and then we have to put the robot in a big bag and tie it up so we can't touch it anymore. And then we go and compete in about mid-March. It's March 13th. This year it's at the MCC Business and Technology campus, and there's gonna be about 60 teams that'll be at that competition here in Kansas City.
I'm the co-captain of Team 1939, and the head captain is Izzy. And each one of us sort of stands over a different of the 3 main branches of a robotics team. There's the mechanical side, which Izzy oversees mostly. Then there's programming, and that's Ethan's job. And there's communications and marketing, and I'm officially ahead of that team.
I'm mechanical captain, so I oversee most of the building aspects of the team, but then I'm also drive team coach, so I have to coordinate alliances when we have competitions and do matches, and then I'm also a chairman's presenter.
You have so much fun, and the team is close-knit like family. We get along really well together by the end of the season. And it really does change. It's made me a lot more confident with talking and giving presentations and speeches and stuff. And you learn something every day. And then you get to competition and you see the robot that you've worked, you've seen the designs that you've drawn for all the posters hung up around competition. You see the robot driving on the stage. You see people running around wearing the buttons of your team, screaming for your team. And it's just something really cool to know that you're a part of that.
Our team really stands out. We have a whole Monty Python theme, and other teams kind of look up to us in the respect that we're very visible at competitions and we're always willing to help out other teams. The Monty Python thing happened because we're the knights at Barstow, and if you've ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, there's this one part where the French guard is kind of standing up on top of the tower and he's like, "English Kniggets," and so that's why we're called the Kniggets. This year I expect that we will continue, hopefully, in that success. Qualifying for championships is a very difficult thing, and I don't necessarily expect that we will. I hope that we will qualify for championships again this year. But really, I just hope that we have a good showing and that we can be proud to be on our team.